about Cuckold Fantasy Photoshoot. That means that they would like to hire hot and sexy model to join them on set. Okay, my name is Julia and I work in my studio in London and I create adult content without limitations. Okay, and this is going to be a video, a reply for my couple, and just let me read this out, okay, so that you know what is happening. Okay, so this is a pregnant couple, right? It would be just for private use. Okay, this is a private use, not for business, not for work, not for adult work. Couple would like to hire a model. Yes, we are thinking of threesome fantasy event. So our requirement would be a person who is fine with that, who would be able to have sex with me, the lady, in front of the camera. Okay, we're both straight, so focus will be on me. Although it would be our first time, so most preferably we would want a person who could lead the shoot and who is understanding. Okay, and the lady is 6 months pregnant. Okay, 6 months pregnant is a very good time, okay, to book a photo shoot and have a photo shoot, because later you don't know how the pregnancy will progress. Okay, so 5-6 months usually the pregnant photo shoot happens at that time, right? And let me just quickly tell you, because I did pregnant photo shoot and I can tell you that I did pregnant photo shoot 5 days before the birth as well with the model, and that was a very risky gig, risky project, okay, which happened in my life. Okay, everything went fine, but this couple is just on the right time. 5-6 months usually the studio will take a couple for a photo shoot, right? Later it could happen, and it happened to me as well, when couple waited longer. Okay, the lady was so big, okay, she becomes so big that it was very hard for her to move around and shoot a lot of scenes and ideas that she planned initially. Okay, and so I can tell you, even she was able to go through that shoot, but the experience was not the same like she would be, 5 months pregnant. It's not the same, right? And of course, the content was not the same as well. So, of course, pregnancy, all the pregnancies are different and people feel in a different way, right? Some feel heavy, some feel light, right? I don't know anything about this particular person, but 5-6 months is a perfect time. That's what I know, right? Now we are thinking of threesome fantasy event, right? Threesome fantasy event. This is something when I would like to understand more, okay? Because usually when couple booking a male model for a photo shoot, there are two options, okay? One option is a cuckold fantasy, okay? What is this option about? When we invite a model, a male model, and husband, partner, boyfriend is watching, okay, but not joining, okay? He is in the studio, but not in the set with his wife, girlfriend, or partner, right? So he's not in the set. The reason why I need to specify, because there are two types of male models, okay? One type is okay with someone is watching, as long as no one is getting into the field, okay? They're absolutely fine, right? And there is another type who is okay if someone will join and share, okay? He is okay to be in a threesome zone, yeah? He is okay. So there are two models and this has to be specified, okay? Because some will provide the service and some will not, okay? That's how it works. So here I understand that there will be a threesome experience, okay? And then that means it's a double penetration. Yes or no? Okay? This is something what I need to specify with the lady, and that's why we are making a video. Because over an email to go through all the details is very long and time consuming for me, okay? It is easier for me to discuss this over a video and just ask all those questions, okay? And give as much information as possible, right? So how is it working? When couple is booking a shoot, okay, threesome shoot, they booking a studio, okay, they hire me, okay, for the services, right? This is one service, okay? And then I am acting on their behalf and looking for a model. Okay, so to book a shoot and plan the shoot and discuss all the details, I would require a deposit. Okay, I would require a deposit. Deposit is for a model, okay, and deposit is for a studio hire. Okay, usually I take 400. Okay, when the deposit arrive, then we discuss the details and how to say, and I am looking for a model and I am arranging the shoot with the model. What that means is that I will get in touch, okay, with the models who are available on the certain day, right? So we will, that's why you need to book that shoot for that day, you know, so that I will know the date. Then I would know which models are available, okay? Then I will go and speak with the models about the service. That is also very important. What kind of the service you will expect. So first we discuss what kind of the model, the looks, okay, the size, okay, the everything, right? And the cock size, okay, and the service, okay, what kind of the service. Very often it happens, right, when we say, like, for example, standard sex, and then they would like to upgrade and have an A level service, right? So that is extra. So the reason why I say this, I need to speak with the model with all the options and ideas, okay? Because it happened to me that they would book one service, right, and then later they would want for this money much more, okay? And if you would not agree with the model, you would not get, okay? And if you want something extra, then you need to pay extra, okay? It's not gonna come into the same price. So that is why we are talking about specific details, okay? Kissing, oral on the girl, blowjob, rimming, straight sex, like everything. We need to discuss everything because this is an adult business, right? This is an adult photo shoot. All the services, you have the certain price, okay? You can't just book a kissing and I'll charge you for the kissing. For me, it is a big difference, right? If just a kissing scene or this is an anal scene. For me, it's a different service and it's a different price, okay? And for a model, it's also a different service and it's a different price, okay? So that's why I need to say to the clients, because very often they do not realize, okay? You must be very honest with me, okay? Very honest on everything. You need to put all the intimate details that you would like to experience and try on the day. And by this brief, I will be looking for a model. So usually my male models are muscular men, fit, healthy, with the health checks, right? Charismatic, sexy, strong and confident, right? That's kind of a man I am inviting for a photo shoot, okay? So when we will discuss the shoot with the model will know what we're shooting, how we're shooting, what kind of ideas I have, and we will just lead the couple together, okay? Not only that model will lead, but I am shooting a certain plan, okay, and I need to shoot a certain content to create a certain footage, okay, to edit a certain product, right? So I also have some requirements for the model as well as for the couple, right? I understand here that people are doing this first time in the studio, I believe, right? And the first time threesome photo shoot in front of the camera, again, in a professional setting, right? So then that would mean that they would be introduced to the studio environment, okay, to the lightings, to the posing, to testing, to many things what will be happening in the studio, right? So we will need to decide how big is the project. It is a standard shoot, right? So we will do something, or we will create lots of fantasies, okay? What we will make. Everything will be discussed during the email communication, right? So we will discuss the details. The requirements for a model also, I will be waiting from the client. But like I said, all my males are hot and sexy and have a big or a huge size, okay? So size is also important. Okay, requirements will be for a person who is fine with that. Yes, I can find the models. I've already just chatted with one very, very hot and sexy guy, and I, during this video, I already seen that he is happy. He's happy to proceed. Okay, so one model is on board. I can tell you this. Okay, and who would be able to have sex with me laid in front of the camera? Yes. Sex, that is included. I've already mentioned sex, but like I said, I've already spoke with one model. Yes, if you have some extra thoughts or some extra services, right, just you have to be honest and just shoot it, right? Send me, okay, Julia, we might be willing to try this, we might want to do this, we might want to do this, right? It will happen, it not will happen, but you informed me and I've informed the model, okay? So everyone has to be honest here. We are both straight, so focus would be on me. Okay, so that means that there will be no interaction between two men, right? Usually it's the case, okay, in Cuckold fantasy or in a threesome fantasy. Okay, usually all action goes around the woman, okay? And it's the first time, okay, so preferably the person will lead and understand. Okay, so how it all works. We will start from the date, okay? You're choosing the date, right? You're sending me the deposit to confirm, right? And I am getting in touch with the models. Now, models, like I say, provide different services, okay? So is it going to be a threesome when you are with two men? That's my question, okay? Because that will be one price, okay? If it's going to be a cuckold fantasy, when your husband's sitting on the, on the chair or, in the sofa and he is watching what's happening in the bedroom, in the bed. Studio is equipped with the furniture, there is backgrounds, there are a lot of settings here, okay? So we create sets in here as well, right? And we create these fantasy scenarios, right? So that's what we will do. There is a changing room where I have a lot of outfits, props, accessories, toys, right? But I always recommend to bring something yours, okay? Bring your sexy outfit to feel comfortable, bring the toys you like if you want it, right? But at this moment, I understand there are two men, so maybe toys will be for later, for different shoot, okay? But if you like, here we go, okay? Because to be fair, when I'm shooting and I'm shooting this thing, I can tell you, right? It is all cool and nice. I am just saying, on the picture and in the video, this would look nice as well, okay? So you keep in mind, it is very nice to be with two guys. It is amazing, right? It is amazing, but we can use something more always. I'm that kind of the person who likes, okay, who likes to add something and who likes to push new ideas, okay, just to try, just to see, and then you will be surprised, okay? If you're not gonna try, you will not know. That's how it works. So my studio is focused on the experience, okay? My studio is focused on the experience. My studio leads the shoot, okay? From the moment they are awkward, nervous, and shy, okay, to the moment when they are confident in their sexual zone, okay, and they're performing, right? What I do for that is, of course, like I said, I am informing the model. Model arrives ready. Usually, I book a model later than you arrive, okay, depending on how the shoot will go. So you can book before the shoot a makeover service, okay, which means that beauty professional will arrive to the studio and provide you a professional photography, professional makeup and hairstyle, okay? Please allow 1 to 2 hours, depending, on what kind of the, makeover that would be, how long is your hair and so on. If you would like to book that, okay, you would need to let me know in advance, okay? Because I would need to book a lady, right? So this is one option. Then we would have a consultation, okay? Consultation in the studio, we have a changing room. You would just sit down and we will discuss. We will introduce ourselves, okay? We will discuss the shoot. We will share the ideas. I will have mine. you will have yours. I am not saying that everything will be shot at that day, okay, but we will have that conversation and we will try to create as much as possible, right? As much as possible, and we always can change it. That's the whole magic in my studio, okay? If something not working or we have hotter ideas and better ideas, okay, then we change it up and then we shoot, okay? So I am shooting with 2 cameras, okay? I using Canon for photography and I use Sony for video, okay? And I use simultaneously, okay? So first I do photography, then I do videos. And like this, right? We shoot different kind of scene settings like series, okay? So then later, if you see your gallery, okay, artwork, right, it will be interesting to view, right? And if we make a movie, okay, then movie also will be, you know, will be various scenes and set mix. It will be also very pleasant to watch, okay? So what will happen on the day? Like I said, you will arrive and I usually book your model to come later, okay, later, because you're paying per 1 hour, okay? I recommend to start at least with 2-hour session, okay? That is enough time to create a solid piece of content, okay? I shoot fast. That means that you will have at least 300 to 500 images if we do a photography. If we do a mix photo and video, okay, then you will have 40 maybe minutes of video and maybe 200, 300, you know, images, right? What will happen later? So we will create different kind of scenes. We will try different things, right? I'm very passionate about what I do and I always push people, you know, to experiment, go further, right? And change positions, change this, so I would have a variety, you know? I love that. And then when you will finish creating, okay, you will go into post-production mode, yeah? So what that means is that you will leave the studio, but your footage will be in editing process, right? Models are paid usually on the same day, okay? And I prefer before the photo shoot takes place, okay? So you will arrive, we will discuss, speak, then when the model arrives, you pay for the model so that the shoot will be smooth, yeah? So that the model get paid in advance. Now, the model price depending, of course, on model experience, model's look, and model service, okay? So the price vary. You can book model for 400 per hour, okay? You can book a model for 7,000-8,000 per hour, depending, right? I will be the one who will be negotiating on your behalf, okay? I will be talking with the models, right? And I will be sending all the information, right? When you arrive, you pay the fee to the model, okay? That's my help, okay? The studio fees, service fees, and editing fees are separate, okay? So just so you know, okay, the first thing is booking the shoot, arranging the shoot, and finding the model, right? Finding the model, then discussing the services, planning the shoot. Then you're arriving to the studio. If you like the makeover, you get the makeover. If you not, you get ready in the studio and we go to shooting. Your model will arrive. You can have as well a private shoot together, okay? Private shoot together, nice maternity shoot, in half an hour your model arrive and you're shooting. That is also an option. You can have 2 sessions, yeah? You can actually have 3 sessions where you can have her as a pregnancy solo shoot, then you can have a couple as a pregnancy shoot, right? And then you can have a threesome, yes, with the model on camera and on film, right? That's how creative and versatile, you know, things happens here in the studio. And of course, let me remind you this, that we do not have any limitations for our shoots, okay? There are no limits. Any fantasy is allowed as long as it has been discussed, okay? As long as it has been discussed, right? I don't like any surprises unless you had a great idea and this is extra service. You have cash, you pay the model, you put deposit for the studio, whatever for the service, you're okay to go. Okay, that's how it works. If you would decide that you want to upgrade and we have not discussed and there will be no fee, these things would not happen. Okay, just so you know. So it is very important to speak into details, right? So we will shoot the content, we will pay the model, you all go home, right? Your footage will go into post-production. Okay, post-production, it's another service, okay, which has levels, right? So you can have a standard shoot or a premium shoot with a lot of things going on, and you can have a basic editing, standard editing, or a premium editing, high-end. Okay, this is also related to time, okay, and to programs we use to edit the content. Okay, so we can edit your footage, like for example in 3-4 hours basic, right? Or we can edit footage in 4 days. Okay, the price will vary. Okay, so just so you know, the prices start per one person, 1 hour erotic nude sexual photo shoot, 540 is a startup. Yeah, one person, 540 starting to shoot in the studio, right? And editing post-production time, 1 hour, 220. Okay, so just so you know what's happening. And I already told you, right, that for a couple, serving a couple, model fee starts from 400 plus, depending on what services, what we create, how, and so on, model will tell, right? This is, have no relation to this. This is a independent model service. I'm just helping to arrange this gig, you know, arrange this gig. And like I said, my models are very hot, okay, very sexy, and of course they know how to treat the lady, right? They know how to treat the lady. They're all excited to have this fantasy shoot, okay? And so I would invite someone who is reliable, who will turn up on time, okay? That's the most important for me. And of course, who will take time to shoot, right? So I would recommend 2-hour session. You can book half a day session. It's up to you, okay? 1 hour, it will be very short and quick, yeah? Like fast food situation, okay? Fast food situation, right? 2 hours, it's enough time to create a decent amount of content that will be very interesting to watch, okay? And so coming back to a photo shoot booking, okay, deposit is needed to book a studio and to book a model, okay? We can discuss the pricing through the budget. If you have a budget and some kind of a fixed amount, I can fit it in, right? Or most of the time, I would know the price for a photo shoot after, okay, after it happened, so that I know how long we take, how many sets and settings we actually filmed and shot, how many images, yeah, how many videos, okay, what we shot, what we didn't shot. Because at that moment, very often clients, because this is not a standard session, right? And people have no experience. And for me, it's so hard to predict, okay? Yes, I can fit in a time frame and I can fit in a budget, right? But I always go for experience, okay? And usually the longer it takes, the more people relax and the better content they make, okay? Is that a secret for you? Bodies need time, okay? We are all nervous, we are all stiff, we are all, you know, could be frozen in front of the camera, right? Right? So to get into that mood, into that zone, you need to add yourself extra time if you're doing it. Just saying, okay? Just saying, because that's how it works. I can see that people get relaxed after a few hours, you know, like properly relaxed, right? And for the maternity, like pregnant shoots, like I said, you can have a maternity session, you can have a threesome session at the same day, okay? That's just an idea for you, if you would like that, okay? Because I shot like that before, right? And the model I would present you, usually I discuss this via WhatsApp with the models and just forward the pictures to my clients. So usually my clients will find me on WhatsApp, and then we will start communication, right? We will sort the payment, we will sort the booking, we will select the date, and then I will send you models options, and you will choose your guy. Okay, you will choose your guy, and I will give you some advice, and then we will do a planning. Okay, so that's how it works. And let me just finish with the post-production. So like I said, we will finish the shoot, you will all go home, your footage will go into editing mode. Okay, usually I would like to discuss editing after, but sometimes couples know we don't need anything special, we just want basic. Then I will charge, you know, how big is the file. I will charge just basic editing hours. Okay, and I just do the basic edit. If they want something, you know, more, you know, something more advanced to create with their footage, some kind of the product, then, you know, I will charge longer hours. Yes, because you need time to make that and prepare that, right? And like you understand photography, you use one software to edit, and videos you use another software to edit. Yeah, and two digital products will be different. Okay, so photography images I will upload on one link, I will create your online gallery, I will edit the images and upload on your personal gallery and send you the link. Okay, so that you open and you will see all the images. If you would like to edit and do high-end editing, you are able on the gallery select the pictures, and on my end I would see what kind of the images you selected, liked, and I would edit them to a high-end, create another folder for finals, okay, for edited pictures, so that you could just see final work. And for the videos there will be another link, okay, with your work and with your, you know, movies, right? We short movies, long movies, maybe medium movies, depending on the footage we shot and what you would like to receive, okay? So there will be two links. Now the time of the post-production is 3 to 5 days, usually, depending, of course, what we shot and what will be the finals, okay? But it's not like weeks or on months, you know, it will be 3 to 5 days, usually, okay? And you will see your artwork. And most of the time, when I am going into a post-production editing process, I'm sending previews, okay? Like teasers, previews, so that you see how the footage, what kind of the stuff you shot and so on. And during the photo shoot, okay, if we do a photo shoot, very often I show a few pictures so that people will have this understanding, okay, what they're creating and how it looks on the camera, okay? So that, you know, you would be leaving knowing that that's kind of a situation with your photography and you liked, right? I will show you the images, you say, oh, yeah, so that will be revealed for you during the shoot as well, okay? When it comes to the service, like I said, I would need to discuss in details, and I would need to discuss things about the model, okay? And I need to discuss the budget, right? The budget. What will be the budget? So I hope that this video explain you a little bit about photo shoot with hot and sexy male models, okay? For me, it's just one thing unclear here from the email, right? Because it could be, no, here is clear. I think this is a threesome. I think this is a threesome. This is not like threesome, I mean 2 men with the woman, right? That kind of a scenario, okay? Because in the email I can see that it's been mentioned that both people are straight, okay? And both people are straight, so the male model will be also straight, okay? And it means that 2 males will be with 1 female on set, okay? And I will be shooting this, right? You just need to specify, would you like to have a photography or video or both, okay? Because that's what is available. And I hope this video you find useful, okay? If you have more questions, please ask, okay? And I will reply, right? So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to hear from you. Bye. And for you, if you have questions and you're watching this later, just leave me in the comments, okay, and I will reply as soon as I see, or maybe there will be some wait, but I will definitely reply. Thank you so much. Bye. How is it? I'm gonna switch over. Yeah. Okay. And